So here we have Professor Rino Alvani Gani from Bintaro Premier Hospital. So good morning, Dr. Rino.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
we
you.
had this conversation actually before it's on air. What is exactly this disease, hepatitis?
Hepatitis means hepa is liver,
Yeah.
and it is inflammation. So hepatitis is the inflammations of the liver. So many causes of this hepatitis: viral, bacterial, autoimmune, drugs, toxic substance, that makes the liver inflamed.
Right.
So we call it hepatitis. But the majority of the patients with hepatitis is caused by virus, like hepatitis B virus or hepatitis C or A virus. That's the major virus for hepatitis.
Is it life-threatening, hepatitis?
Sometimes yes.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes yes. For example, for hepatitis A, which is maybe considered not harmful, actually about 1% of the patients can have a very severe symptoms and then can die in 10 days, because of the hepatitis.
What are the symptoms of hepatitis A?
Most of the symptoms of the hepatitis, about 80% of the patients, don't have any symptoms. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
How do we know, how does it get diagnosed?
The most important thing is the history of disease of these patients or someone, history of the disease in the family,
Right.
and also their personal history of disease. So if they have like blood transfusions, they must be careful because they have a chance to have hepatitis virus. So if someone have blood transfusions in their history, they should test for hepatitis virus. Also, someone with family history of hepatitis or any liver disease should test for hepatitis virus because they cannot rely on symptoms or signs.
Right.
So how often should one get tested? Let's say there is hepatitis, a history of hepatitis that runs in the family.
At least once in someone's life.
Okay.
At least.
So it doesn't have to be
Once.
often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you mentioned there's different classifications. The one we're most familiar with is hepatitis A and B. The reason being because we get vaccinated against hepatitis A and B.
Yes.
But it goes up to E. Like I didn't even know this. So
Yes.
what are these different classifications for hepatitis?
Actually, the first one is the hepatitis B.
Okay.
B is from the founder of this virus, Professor Blomberg, which is this is the birthday of the Professor Blomberg, the 28th of July.
Okay.
So hepatitis B, and we know that the hepatitis B can transmit it from blood, but other hepatitis also happen in the patients. This hepatitis not transmitted from blood, but from contact.
Really?
Yes.
What kind
that's
of contact?
Hepatitis A.
What kind of contact?
Usually from the food or beverages that
sharing and things of that sort.
Yeah, that contaminated with the virus. That's hepatitis A.
Right.
So that is hepatitis A and B. And I think it's the late 80s. Experts found one type of hepatitis that not include in this hepatitis A and B. So they name it hepatitis non-A, non-B by that time. Yeah, and in 80, I think it's 87, 86, this non-A, non-B hepatitis found to be hepatitis C.
Okay.
What
Hepatitis
is that?
C, the C is from the founder also, the Professor Chu, yeah, from NIH America. So we have hepatitis A, B, and C. And then other hepatitis named after that, yeah, hepatitis delta that associated with hepatitis B, and then after that hepatitis E. So that's all the hepatitis viruses that happen in a human, hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E.
Can
In
we-
Indonesia, majority is hepatitis A, B, and C.
Is it curable hepatitis, or do you live with
Yeah.
it forever?
Uh,
Oh, it's curable
curable.
entirely.
Yes, I mean, if we talk about the disease, yeah, it's curable. Hepatitis B cannot eliminate. Yeah, drugs until now, no drugs can eliminate hepatitis B completely. Only 2 or 3% of patients that have chronic hepatitis B can eliminate this virus by themselves. But 98%, 97% of them still have hepatitis B. But only 30–40% of these patients have liver damage. Yeah, so
that's-
not all. Yeah, not all of them have liver damage.
So how do we manage it then? It's
First, we have to know whether we have hepatitis or not.
yes.
Yeah, I
Doing
just
a blood
mentioned
check.
that the blood check. Yeah, and then if someone has the hepatitis viruses, we have to know whether these viruses already have damaged liver or not. Yeah? So by still with the blood check, yeah, or with the ultrasonography, and also the other machine like fibroscan, yeah, or MRI, yeah, we can predict, or we can know the damage of the liver.
Right.
If no damage, maybe for hepatitis B, yeah, nothing, yeah. So you just observe, yeah, these
Right.
patients.
Continue living normal.
Yeah, continue, yeah, with normal living. If the damage is significant, yeah, doctors can give medications,
Right.
and these medications can prevent the damage of the liver further.
Okay.
And even the liver can regress, yeah, to be more normal. Yeah. For hepatitis C, now the policy is whether we have whether the patients have damaged liver or not. Yeah, because hepatitis C can be eliminated with drugs. These patients can have medications to eliminate the viruses.
How often should we get hepatitis vaccine?
how
Once
often?
a year or once every 5 years?
Yes. How often? Once in a lifetime.
That's
yeah.
enough.
For hepatitis B and A.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Except when someone have a severe disease conditions that suppress the immune systems.
Such as
yeah.
autoimmune.
Yeah, or chronic kidney disease, yeah, hemodialysis, yeah, that suppress the autoimmune, the immune systems. These patients maybe should have a booster,
Okay.
but in majority of the people, just once in a lifetime is enough.
Okay.
I'm sure I've had it. I'm not.
We've had it when we were kids.
Right. So it's usually done when you're very little. So speaking of prevention, what are some of the things, apart from if you do have autoimmune disease or chronic kidney disease, what are some of the things we can do to reduce the risk of us ever getting hepatitis? Is there a way?
Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah, the healthy living.
Okay.
Of course, healthy living. No alcohol.
Yeah. It's hard on
Safe
the liver.
sex. Yeah. Exercise regularly, take good food, yeah.
Nutrition.
That's something that actually it's something that normal people do.
Yeah. It's quite common knowledge. I think
It's quite common knowledge, just sometimes it's hard to do.
But that's hard.
Discipline.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
in regards to age groups, are there age groups that are more susceptible to getting hepatitis than others?
It depends on the hepatitis. Yeah. For hepatitis B, the infant is the most vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Because
why we got vaccinated when we were babies.
Yeah. If the infants get hepatitis B, so 90% of them will have chronic hepatitis inflammations. So
at what age should babies be vaccinated? Then how early?
The policy is as early as possible.
Right.
Yeah, I mean less than 24 hours after birth,
Really?
the baby should be vaccinated.
That's why it seems so familiar to me. I believe that's what happens. That's part of the package that when your baby gives birth, that's one of the things that they have.
Yeah.
Polio, I believe, is another one.
Polio, gosh, polio. We don't have polio anymore now in Indonesia, right,
Yes.
doctor?
We still do the drops for the little babies.
Yeah.
Into their mouths. Okay, all right. So good to know. And in regards to this year's theme, you mentioned it earlier, Marissa. What was it
We're
again?
not waiting.
We are not waiting. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Because many patients or many people, they don't seem to know the hepatitis, and because hepatitis not symptomatic,
Right.
no signs of this disease, so they tend to wait until the signs comes.
In
But
which case, it's too late. A lot
it's
of
too
times.
late.
Right.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Okay.
So do not wait. Yeah. Please more active. Search for the history of the disease in the family or in one's lives. Yeah. And then get tested.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
Do your regular blood check. You do that, right?
I do. Not as often as I should, but I'm due for one in August. So we're coming very soon.
There
Next
you
week.
go.
That's
Do
good.
some blood work.
Yeah, I need to
That's
do
good.
blood work as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rino.
Thank
so
you
much for coming by. That was our conversation with Professor Rino Alvani Gani from the Bintaro Premier Hospital.